Hey guys, Brandy here from Sewing Back. I just got home from work. We've been looking at the solar eclipse. I'm in Georgia, and we're actually 83.3% in the eclipse. It's like 3:05. The main part of the eclipse, or the peak part, is in like 2 minutes. But I was curious to see if my chickens were going to try to roost. How dark it got. They're like, no, it's the lady who usually gives us treats. Are y'all freaking out? Y'all are talking a lot today. Hey, Goldie. Drinking some water? So it has the weird look to it out here. I don't know if it shows up on the camera, the garden and stuff. The shadows are definitely deeper right now. I had glasses, and so I actually have seen it, so very cool. What's really cool is I have two sons in Missouri right now. They should be experiencing total darkness for 4 minutes. They left yesterday. I do notice reds over there. They are definitely more chatty today, so I wonder if it's because of the eclipse. It is it's a pretty warm day here, and the temperature change was pretty impressive. So, I don't know. I think this is the school teacher left in me. It was fun taking seniors out. We had some of the glasses, and they were getting to see the eclipse, and that was a lot of fun. So, but anyway, just thought I would see, but apparently they're not going to go roost. They know it's just an eclipse, y'all. Yeah, you okay? Just don't look at the sun. Don't look at the sun. We don't want to damage our chicken eyes. Happy total eclipse day 2024. I guess I'll see you. I forget, it's like gonna happen again in like 2045 or something, so I guess I'll see you then. What you just kind of watched me do was reset a green stalk. If you don't have a green stalk and you go with the stackable, I think they're like $1.25, or they were $1.25. It might have been $1 if you still have yours, but the little stackable ones you can get at the Dollar Tree. I will say that the green stalk is much heavier duty. And it has those trays in it so that when you fill it up and you get the water, it'll go all the way down and water your plants. The two things I love growing in my green stalks, one are lettuces, spinach, lettuce, any of that kind of stuff. I really like because I don't have the same issue with slugs as I do in my beds. And so I like that. One of the things you saw me just do was on the top, I had started some more onions from seed when I started my lettuce that I just planted in there. And I put those, where I ran out of spaces for lettuce, I put onions all in it. I'm not real concerned about getting those onions per se for us to eat, maybe the onion greens. I did it because what I have found is when you companion plant onions, garlic, shallots, leeks, any of those things, you get a lot less pest pressure. So that's what I chose to do, because I am noticing with each year as I garden more and more, we've had more and more issues with aphids. I didn't used to have issues with them at all, other than I would struggle a little bit with some of my roses. I don't have any roses in this back garden anymore. We have transplanted those out and moved those on the property. I don't know if that'll help or not, but what I did find are the beds where I have kind of like a circumference, or somewhere in there I have interplanted onions, garlic, leeks, shallots, anything like that. It seems to deter the bugs. I don't think they like the smell, and so that's what I did. I gave up a few little spaces. This will be kind of our spring lettuces, and these will probably all be gone mid to late May. It'll be too hot, they'll bolt. And then what I typically do, because lettuces don't really grow well after that point here until fall, last year I just did a whole thing of petunias, and it was really pretty. So I will probably do that, because on this green stalk, this is the leaf green stalk, it doesn't have as big a pocket. So this is not really one you want to support with tomatoes, peppers, any of that kind of stuff. So that's kind of my plan for that one. I have my other two green stalks that are still, I haven't repurposed those yet or cleaned them up. So one of the things when you have green stalks is, or any container, you can keep putting fertilizer on it and all that, but at some point you kind of need to take your soil out, and I put in some alfalfa pellets, some earthworm casting. I also put in some starter mix, that it's 333 fertilizer. That's an organic one I get down to earth. And I did put a little perlite in it just to try to add a little air and flow in there to make it a little easier for my roots and everything as I'm transplanting these in. So, and I just dump it in my big Gorilla cart, mix it up, and then I reuse my soil. I'm just giving it new nutrients, and this works really well. You should not dump it and just put new soil in. You can refeed it and get it going, and you should be okay. And especially if you started out with good soil. When I was going, I actually pulled out worms that were living in this one, so that tells me there's life in there, and so I feel pretty good about that. We get a good soil with compost and all that. So anyway, but I wanted to get this done. This has been on my list to do. My strawberries are the next. It's like every day, just like, you know, your housework, getting dinner done, all the things that you have to do. Everything is such a time crunch, and I got that done. I can cross that off my list. I think I did a video last year about making those lists, keeping them kind of small so you can check them off, things that are doable, so that you're getting things done. And so I know that we're going to have rain for the next several days, so this was important for me. They needed to come out. I also need to pot up my peppers, but my peppers have a little bit more time. They can wait till the weekend. This really needed to go in, so that's what this did. My strawberries, I don't think I'll have enough time to get those in. We will see. Maybe I will. I need to look at my radar because it's getting kind of clouded up, kind of dark. If I have enough time to start it, I will. If not, I don't want to start that because I don't want the soil to get soaking wet in several days of rain, and then try to deal with that to put back in my green stock. So That's another nice thing, is when you get all your soil in there, you mix it up, you put some good nutrition in it, compost, whatever you want to put in yours for whatever you're doing, and then you put it back in. That way I have a little bit of soil left in there, and I can just dump it in one of my beds that haven't been planted up, and then I can turn my gorilla cart over, and the next time I have the weather, we can start working on our green stalk strawberries and also potting up peppers. So little by little we get the things done, and I think in my mind I just wish I had it all done, and it's not even time to have it all done. There's certain things that don't even need to be out in the garden yet. So it is, we're doing okay. If you saw our my picture that I put up of our first peaches, we're gonna have our first peach harvest this year. We're super excited, and we've been thinning fruit, fertilizing the trees. Thinning the fruit takes a long time, and oh boy, that's so hard to try to think which one do I pick and which one do I not pick. And so in the midst of all that, some of our apple trees now have been pollinated, and we have little apples growing. So we still have a couple apples that haven't flowered out yet. They are later apples, but we're super excited that we're going to get peaches this year. We know we're going to have muscadines. We know we're going to have figs, probably a lot of figs, and apples. So that is, and of course we'll get some strawberries and blueberries, but those are more just for munching. I don't get enough really to put away, but I'm excited about this peach harvest that we're gonna have. I'm hoping that they're really tasty, and it's very exciting. And I have to just tell you, I don't care where you live, plant a fruit tree. Plant some kind of tree where you can grow some fruit, whatever it is in your area. It is so rewarding and delicious. We had our first fruits the last 2 years off of two different varieties of apples. Oh my word, so good, so delicious. And you know, it's a blessing. It is such a blessing. So anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by the channel. I appreciate you being here. We are growing, and I want to say thank you to all our new subscribers. I want to thank all our original subscribers, particularly those of you who check in and watch the videos and leave nice words of encouragement. I appreciate all of that. Thank you for being here, and I want to ask you a question. Do you have any fruit trees? If you do, what are you growing? What are your varieties? Do you have a favorite apple tree or a peach tree that you're growing, or even plum, persimmon? We have plums and persimmon. Those are still not ready to fruit. We have pears. I have an Asian, and we also have 2 full-on pear trees. I'm trying to think. We've got a lot of variety of figs. They grow really well in our area. Several different varieties of blueberries. They do really well in Georgia as well. Muscadines, that's just a given. And so what do you have? Do you grow muscadines? Do you have a favorite kind? We keep trying more and more. I love them. And so, and I also have pawpaws, but I've got to plant those out this year into my property. I know they need to be in the understory. Do any of you grow pawpaws? Do you have any words of advice on that, and how to have success with that? Because I've been told, I've never eaten a pawpaw, but I've been told they taste very much like a banana, and I love bananas. So I would love to grow that and try that, and that makes me excited. And I have 2 of them, and so yeah, so with that, I've left you with some questions. If you can do a girl a favor, tell me all that you know. I want to glean from you guys. With that, I thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.